Good morning. It's Erica here from Me Too Paper Crafts. Did you see my post earlier with my new little coffee cup? I had a weekend away with my good friend Carol, and we went to a little secondhand shop, and we found these cute dark chocolate colored, I call it early espresso, little coffee mugs or cappuccino mugs. And they were so cute. So luckily she got two and I got two. So this morning I made my coffee in there and then I sent her a picture saying I was thinking of her. I love anything to do with coffee, love all the paraphernalia that comes with it. Anyway, without further ado, my name is Erica from ETU Paper Crafts. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator now for, I'm going on 11 years this year. I have loved every minute of it. And I just came away from Saturday. We had a Stampin' Up! Event on Vancouver Island, which is where I live. So we are part of a group called Vancouver Island Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, simple name. And we have these events every now and every year. We at least have one event. And so I drove up to Nanaimo with some good Stampin' Up! Friends, and we had a great event. So I just wanted to show you one of the little projects we made at that event. Look at this cute little box. And I will definitely be showing you how to make this little box. But look, here's the front of the box. And this is some of the new colors, the new paper, one of the new suites coming out in the annual catalog, which goes live on Wednesday. I'm so excited. So if you are new to me and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be happy to provide you with a catalog and talk to you a little bit about crafting, whether you're a beginner or advanced crafter. I can tell you a lot about the joys of crafting and the membership within Stampin' Up! It's so much fun. So that is one of the little products. And the woman who made this, she even brought a bag of chocolates. So I've got some chocolates in here to eat later, maybe. Very, very cute little box. So I have some other cards that we made as well. And I haven't finished all my cards yet. So I want to finish them all. And then I will show them to you probably on Thursday night for my Case the Caddy. And Case the Caddy Thursday night will be something from the new catalog where I can actually open the catalog and show you stuff. But today I'm going to show you new products from the catalog. Here's the catalog, but I still can't show you inside the catalog, not until it actually goes live. But this is the new catalog. There's a lot of chatter about this new catalog. It's quite a different type of catalog in the way they present the products. It's perfect for new people who want to enter the world of Stampin' Up! Because it is project based. So it talks about what is it that you would like to create, and then it makes it puts the products together based on what you want to make. So it's really great for brand new people. Okay, so we'll be having fun going into that. But today I want to show you one of the suites in the catalog is called Thoughtful Journey. And in that suite, we have a stamp set and a set of dies. We have a 6x6 paper pack. We have a 12x12 paper pack. And we have some little gems. So I'm going to show all of those products to you. So let's switch my camera around so you can see my desktop. Let's just pull you down closer. Okay, now I don't know what's going on, but lately I get my camera set up and then it's flipped it already. So it's a bit late to change it now. I can't change it now. I can't flip it around. It doesn't work. So we're going to have to go with it the way it is, unfortunately. So it's just pretend you're looking over my shoulders at what I'm showing you, okay? So we've got, these are my scrap pieces with the colors that I want to use. First thing I want to show you is actually, and I've got some scrap white here. Here's the stamp set, Thoughtful Wishes. Okay, so it's got mostly kind of, I would say, plants that you would find in fields. So here you've got, I can't remember what this is called, but it's really, really sweet and it dries beautifully. Thistle, I think this is a thistle plant. And this looks like little poppies. And then we've just got some kind of a leafy thing. And it's got some nice greetings on it with some splatter. I love a stamp set with splatter. So I appreciate you. You make life better. Thanks, missing you, thinking of you fondly. I like that, thinking of you fondly, and dearest friend. So some good greetings. It's a red rubber stamp set. so that you can actually use your Stampin' Right markers, which are our watercolor markers, and you can color over this. So if you're doing this plant, for example, the thistle, you could do your green Stampin' Right markers on the foliage and then do some purple on the thistle. So I love red rubber for that reason. So there's the stamp set, and then here are the dies. So in the dies, you get a lot of dies. So you get the 2 dies that will cut out. This is the thistle plant, and then you'll be able to cut out this foliage here that you can. This one here, this one cuts out, and this one cuts out, and doesn't look like there's one for this little bit here, but you could fussy cut around that. And then you've got lots of extra little leaves that you can use. Oh, and here you've got a little poppy that you can cut out. Yeah, so, and you've got some other foliage that you can cut out. So this will be kind of a fun stamp set. So let's get started. It's the papers that are the most delectable. Stampin' Up! Is continuing with providing papers that are watercolor themes, or scenes, I should say. So with watercolor scenes, it makes an easy card because that is the card. All you need to do is maybe put some ribbon on there, or you could put a greeting of some kind. You don't have to do much with this at all. You don't even have to cut out the framelits if you don't want to. So I'll just go through this and show you some of the designs. There's 4 of each, and then the backs are more designs. Look how pretty that is. This is definitely a beautiful set. And then we've got this kind of reminds me of desert plants with this one. And then you've got some nice Lost Lagoon on here, or Pretty Peacock. I think that's Pretty Peacock. Okay, and then you've got this one. Very pretty colors on that. And here you've got more scenes, so you could add some trees. So there's a stamp set coming out with a beautiful oak tree, and that would be beautiful on these kinds of scenes. And then you've got this one, to me, kind of looks like maybe water with the sunset, the sun shining in the water. And then you've got another scene here. And look at this one. This is another beautiful kind of a desert looking scene with all of the shrubs in there. Very pretty. If you still have the cloud punch, you can put some clouds in here, or use any of the other stamp sets that have clouds in there. And then you've got this here. What's fun about these kinds of watercolored papers is that if you don't want to stamp one of these leaf stamps and then color it in, you could just stamp right on top of this. You could stamp it in, say, the Mossy Meadow or even black, and then just cut it out because you've got all the coloring in the leaves. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. And then you've got this scene here. Look how pretty that is with the sunset there. And then you've got this on the back, another just splashed watercolor scene. So you could easily make kind of a beach theme even. This could be sand on a beach. I just like to throw out ideas to you. And then this one is gorgeous in the purples. So it's a repeated design, but just in different colors. Check that one out. This looks like clouds in the sky. How pretty. And some islands. Oh, it's just so pretty. So if you have like a sailboat or something, you could do that. So these kind of scene papers lend themselves to so many different stamp sets because you can do so much. This reminds me of winter, a winter theme. This would be great at Christmas time. We've got some carryover Christmas bundles coming. Just beautiful. Look at that. And then you've got this, reminds me of a snowstorm or iced over windshields, which we don't get much here, but I grew up in Montreal and very often we had to scrape the windshields, which kind of made me sad because the way the snow crystals formed on the windows, it made these beautiful patterns. Okay, and then you've got another repeated scene, but different colors again. And another beautiful ocean type theme. Look at that, with clouds in the sky. Can't wait. Oh, and look at this one. Here's the one with the thistle. So this one would be perfect to then do the thistle. I might be changing my mind about my plan for today. But you could do the thistle one. Yeah, maybe I'll change my mind this morning because we could do the thistle background with this couple of these on the front. How about that? Lovely. And what's on the back of this one? Beautiful blended colors. Even if you have, we've got a set to do with airplanes coming out, and this could be a beautiful sky, and you could have a plane flying through there. And then you've got this one. It goes on forever, doesn't it? Look at the colors. They're just spectacular. And there's another thistle one. Wow, that's just fantastic. Okay, so those papers are just beautiful. So I've already changed my mind. We're going to go with this thistle one. See, I hadn't even gone through all of the papers, so that's why I'm changing my mind here. Okay, and then we're going to use these, I think, on the card. I wanted to create, well, I can still do it on this card, but I wanted to create a greeting and pretend it's a sun. So we're going to use these as well. These are the stylish shapes dies. And I'm going to, a stylish shape. I'm hoping they're not retiring. But by now, I think most of you have purchased that. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? Yeah, I love thistle, the Scottish in me. Now I'll have to get this. Ha ha. Yeah, you will. Okay, and then it comes with these beautiful gems in 3 different colors. Petunia Pop, which is one of our new colors, Lost Lagoon, and Calypso Coral. Now, I don't yet have my, well, yes, I do, but I haven't. It's in another box I haven't unpacked, but I've got all my new ink colors already. And this is what I'm now doing for those of you who are demonstrating. This is what I'm now doing when I get embellishments. I like to know what set it comes with. Excuse me. Just going to grab it. I've got some water here. So I put that it goes with the Thoughtful Wishes bundle. It's in the 2024 Annual Catalogue, and then I put the colors on here. That just kind of helps me with those. All right, let's get started.
Motion detected at the voice.
Okay. That might be a parcel. I'm not sure what that is. Not expecting any visitors. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to score my card base. And I'm just grabbing a piece. This is I love to score after using a piece of wax paper. So I just rub my wax paper where I'm going to be scoring. It just makes the scoring tool glide and not get hung up on the fibers. See, it just glides over. I love this. So I always do this when I'm making boxes of some kind. I will rub the cardstock with a bit of wax paper. So that's one of my tips. Okay, so let's just, we're going to score this now. Oh, I forgot to show you this other beautiful paper that comes in the suite. Okay, so we're going to put this directly on here, but I have to cut it down, of course. So I want to make this, I'm going to make this a little 1/8 bigger than 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so how I simply do this is typically it's 4 by 5 1/4 on a card base. So I go to 4 and then I just back it up. Not back it up, I push it forward 1/8. Okay, so I want it 4 1/8. And then by 5 1/4. 5 1/4, and then push it a bit. So push it to 1/8. Okay, and this little piece I can put on the inside. So there I now have my 1/8 of an inch smaller. I'm so disappointed my video's turned around. I'll try and rotate it before I put it up to YouTube. So if it really bothers you watching it here, you'll be able to see it on YouTube later today. All right, so this is a Mossy Meadow card base, and then I've got this ready to go. And then our sun will look beautifully up here. Look beautiful up here. Okay, here are the other papers that come with this set. This is called Thoughtful Designs 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Papers. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors in here. And they've kind of combined maybe 2 or 3 colors on each sheet. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit shiny. It's got like, it's not really, it's, yeah, I think it's silver embossed. I'm going to say it's silver embossed, but look, you've got pinks, and then you've got, let me just put on this other light. I forgot to put on this other light. Trying to get rid of my shadows here. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the gradient on camera. And then you've got this sheet here with the purples and the blues. And then you've got this sheet here with more of the Calypso Coral shaded. And then you've got the greens and the blues. So you've got one of each. Aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful papers. Now we might use a little piece of that. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Okay, so let's bring our card back. All right, so what I want to do is since I changed my mind, I am going to stamp. I just put my labels on this morning, and I just want to stamp this. Oops, that's not quite. Yeah, I think it will work. Okay, and I've got some white cardstock here. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my Memento black ink. Now, actually, I'm going to go grab I'm going to grab some Stampin' Right markers. I want to show you this technique, because if I stamp this in black, the thistles are going to be black, and we don't want them black. We want purple. Okay. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab my Stampin' Right markers. So these are watercolor markers. These are not the blends, which are our alcohol markers. You don't want to use alcohol markers on the red rubber. It won't work. Okay. So I'm going to take the brush end, and I'm going to just paint over all of the stems and the leaves. So the bottom of the thistle have some leaves on there. So don't worry, you can take your time coloring the red rubber. The ink will start to dry, but you're going to huff on it to re-moisten it. So just make sure you've got it all covered. So just take your time. Oops. I think that was a thistle. Yeah, that's a thistle. And if you can use the edge of the brush, you can get pretty good coverage. Okay, so I'm just going to now bring in the purple, and I'm going to bring in the lighter purple. I'm just going to dab over the top and even some of these smaller ones, I'll just do in the Highland Heather color. And do the tops of the flowers. And then I'm going to bring in the gorgeous grape and do the rest of the flower. Okay, now I'm going to huff on it. And whoops, something on there. And stamp it. There you go. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could color in the leaves. At this point, if you wanted to, you could bring in your other markers, your blends, and use those instead. I don't do a lot of coloring with Stampin' Bright markers because you can't really get any shading happening. And there aren't any light and dark markers, whereas there are light and dark markers with the alcohol markers. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of that. I could have brought in maybe a lighter green, like I could have brought in old olive. I don't know what is going on with my throat this morning. All right, so let's match up the die. So I think it's this die right here. And let's put this on here and then we'll cut it out. Now, some people have asked what these little holes are. Yes, the holes are to help you push the cardstock out of the die. But when you're lining up the die, these holes help you line up the die. So when I'm looking at this stem, I want to see the stem through those holes. Okay, so you want to position it so that you can see the stem through the holes. Okay, so I can see the green through there. And then you know it's lined up properly. So I'm just going to put a bit of my tape on here and I'm going to cut this out. It's the pollen in the air. Well, that makes sense. Of course, I haven't been outside, but I guess it gets in the house, doesn't it? All right, so what I want to do with this now, I'm just going to glue this right on my card. So where's my tape runner? I'm going to get out my silicone mat. Great, allergy season is going to start. I get more allergies in the fall, though. Okay, I'm going to try and get this lined up. It's harder to line up your card when it's a more narrow edge. I should have used Tombow, but I think I can do it. There we go. Okay. So I've just got a little border on there. And then I'm going to stick this right here. Okay, and then I wanted to do a greeting. So I think I'm going to do, if I'm going to do a little circle, I'm going to do a short, I think I'll just do the thanks on here. And I'm going to use our Deckled Circles dies. So let's put that, oh, I've got this on here. I was going to do a different. Let's do thanks. Thanks. And let's get out the decal strip size and find the right size. Second from the middle should do it. Yes, it is. Very good. Second from the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a little bit of crushed curry here. And do the next size circle. Use this larger piece here. So I'm going to cut this one out. And then let's cut out the greeting itself. Okay, now I think I'm going to pop this one up just to give it a bit of dimension. Move my phone stand out of the way. And I thought I would I just add, let's see. Let's finish one thought process before I go somewhere else, shall I? All right, so I'm going to put this up here. And I think I'll balance it off like that. Okay, so let's glue this on with a bit of my Tombow. Okay, and then I brought out something in thread. Somewhere. Okay. There it is. It's hiding. Okay, and I thought I would just do a little bow, and I'm going to put it on the thistle. And let's trim this off. Okay, I'm going to do the trick that I do all the time. I'm going to raise up just the thistle parts of the plant. So I'm using my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I can just lift up the top. Then I'll use glue on the rest of it. Bring out my Tombow. I'm going to stick that on like that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a glue dot. I'm going to put a little glue dot right on the stem. Take off the backing. And then put on my little bow. And then I'm just going to trim my ends. There you go. Now, this looks like it's missing something, so I don't know. I think I might. Where are those lovely little gems? I don't know. I think I need, even if I had a 20-foot desk, I think it would still be a big mess. Goes up there. And let's find out where my little gems are. Do any of you see them on my desk? Red, I think they're over here somewhere. Here they are. Okay, look at these beautiful colors. Wow. I might put a few on here. Let's, they're one size. So I might just continue with this. I'm going to do two together right here. And then I might do one over here. I think I'm okay with that. Next time, just to give you an idea, there's a little splatter stamp in here. See the little splatter stamp? So maybe I should have just put a bit of splatter in the Gorgeous Grape on there on the tag, just to give it a bit of oomph there. But there you go. There's the card. My first card with this suite. There you go. Yes, I can turn the card upside down. There you go. Smart. There you go. Now, if you don't like the bright, I've got this in white, but you could easily use Very Vanilla for this. And we've also got a brand new color coming in the annual catalog called, I don't know, I don't think it's Basic Beige. I don't know what the name is, but it's a beige. And so this might have been better stamped on beige or Very Vanilla. See, even this might be a little bit too bright. There you go. There's your card. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And I hope you're as excited as I am about the new catalog going live. I have to start making a new list today, of course. And yeah, so let's see. I just want to say goodbye. There we go. And I can show you the card again. And I'll show you the stamp set again. So there's the card. I think it turned out okay. And then here's the stamp set. It's going to be lots of fun, especially with those beautiful papers. Okay, thanks for joining me this morning. If you think my video has any value to you, I would love for you to share or give me a love and a like. It's helping me to reach more people, just to share my joy of crafting and hoping that I can contaminate other people. So thanks again, and I will hopefully see you on Thursday night. Bye, ladies.